See, that's what gets me about people. Cause I'm like, what is wrong with her? That
Look at
means
my
he
nigga
was
Book.
messing with her.
Wow.
That means he was messing with her, lady. I want to tell her so bad, lady. In order for her to say she was pregnant and that was his baby, he never once said, he said, no, that's not my baby. But he never, you supposed to be saying, how is that my baby? We never even had sex. So he never said we never had sex or nothing, but it wasn't none of his baby though.
Hey, Book 'em, hit the link, Book. Hey, Book, hit the link. I gotta ask you something. What do you think, Book? Do you
Book
think
no. Book
Mo3
no.
family trial? Book know the whole case too.
Yeah, book
I want
no. Book no.
I want to know, do you think Mo3 is gonna get a fair case in Dallas County with everything we know about his grandmother now? With everything that we know about Yellow BZ grandmother and the more and what we about to find out. What y'all think, man?
Yo,
Book up.
Hey, book.
what's poppin', Cap? What's going on, shorty? What's
Hey,
your name?
Sharon.
Is you
Yes.
Sherry from Polar Gang? Can you put down
Yes.
that? What's your
Yeah.
whole name? Sherry who?
Murphy. You know I'm about Chico
Oh
Mama.
my God, yeah. Okay.
Don't be, oh
Salute,
my
OG.
God, boy.
Salute. Nah, I ain't hear your voice in a long time. Salute, OG. How you doing? You
I've
alright?
been sick. I'm on hospice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know, I know. You
Yeah,
doing alright?
yeah. Yeah, I'm doing, but as a matter of fact, they can put me on palliative care. I've been on hospice for 2 years, so they can put me on palliative care. So
Oh,
that's
you doing
better.
better? You doing better?
Yes,
Yeah, that's
yes,
good. Yeah, that's good.
yes.
Salute, salute, man. It's good to hear your voice. I
Yes,
ain't hear
thank
you in a
you.
while.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I've been
What's
watching your
good, Cap,
work.
though?
I've been watching your work.
You know I've been doing this since the beginning of the day, Sherry. Like,
I've
you've been
been
around.
watching. Yeah. They don't know that though.
Yeah, because, I've been, I took a couple of breaks. A lot of people, and, the hate that comes with it. But when you speak in truth,
Mhm.
you got to deal with that.
Hmm.
It's no
So what
strangers
you
to me.
think? What you
But what's
think,
good,
Book?
Cap? About
What
what?
you think about now that we about finding out what we found out about his grandmother?
What about his grandma? I just hopped in that she was a clerk,
Okay,
that she's
now
retired
now
from
we
Dallas
found
County.
out we found out his grandmother was the head district clerk for Dallas County and
Right,
worked there 30 years and just retired.
right. So this is what I was explaining on Sin's platform earlier today. You got to understand, um, we see this all the time, right? Coming from the hood with niggas that do this type of shit. But the only thing that allowed the judge to be okay with reducing his bond was because of his grandmother, because she is a state employee, right? And when you s- step on the stand, now you're liable for everything that you said as to why that person should get a bond. That's why the state attorney brought up the private jet.
Mm.
Certain people know that he has a private jet. She stood on that stand and lied as a state employee, retired. People need to
So
understand the
she lied
implications
about the jet.
behind what, yeah, because I think people in Dallas already know he got a jet. The information came to me. So I think y'all know he got a jet.
I
It
didn't
might
know.
not be in his name, but he has access to it. And that was
Or
the
he had
judge's
access to it.
question.
You know how these rappers be
The
leasing.
judge's question was, the judge's question wasn't, does he own a private jet? The judge's question was, does he have access to a private jet? Words mean things. And your name don't need to be on it. But we know
Mm.
how this shit work. Like when you in the real street life, you don't have shit in your name, but you have access to everything, right? Where he
Mm-hmm.
fucked up was this: having almost $1 million in your bank account, dummy. If you don't learn anything from the era that we grew up in, You should have money in the bank.
Well, yeah, we didn't
You
have
should
really
be
nothing.
owning assets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like houses, like stocks and bonds, right?
Yup. His money
Okay,
should be
like gold
his
and
money,
silver.
his money should be tied up into shit.
There you go. And it makes it harder for them to reach. But when you got almost $1 million sitting in a checking and savings account, come on. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You an idiot. Who taught you?
Somebody said if you have the money, you can have access to anything. So that doesn't mean anything.
That's true. But we're not talking about the mafia. We're talking about Yella Beezy, a rapper. You think he got that type of pull?
Y'all think he
I
got
don't
Yellow
think
Beezy
so.
got that type of reach? Y'all
I
think
don't think so.
If Yellow Beezy reach was that long, he wouldn't have got them two crackheads to commit the murder.
And he wouldn't have been indicted, man. How long did it take the United States government to indict the mob? We're talking about 30 years. A 30-year investigation to indict the fucking mafia. And you think these niggas know better than them that they trying to follow? And stay off the phone. Stop texting. What's wrong with
Mm-hmm.
y'all?
Stop,
Y'all dumb. Look at Lil Durk.
stop taking phones with y'all to do meetings.
There you go, my nigga. Like, what? And this is why I laugh at most of the people that talk at me because, Cat, I'm a litigation paralegal for a criminal defense lawyer. What do you think I do every day of my life? I defend these people like him. This is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. Y'all don't get it. I understand shit is different way. He's cooked. He's done. It's over. The only thing that they're gonna do is extract more money out of him until he's broke, really broke, because he's not broke.
So let me ask you this: do you think the prosecution should be asking for a change of venue? Because I think that after finding out that his grandmother was head district attorney, if I was Miss Noble, I'm talking to the DA about that, and I'm wondering, can my
Hmm.
son fair trial, knowing that she was head district clerk? She worked directly with the judges. She worked directly with the DA. I might not even trust this DA no more. Like she worked directly to you. Because I'm pretty sure, what if Miss Noble just found that out in the courtroom yesterday, like the world?
But I keep on going back to this. I don't think a change of venue is gonna do anything because people need to understand that a hearing has a certain scope, right? And words mean everything. A judge is not going to issue a capital warrant, a capital murder warrant on somebody that they don't have enough evidence behind. Cap, follow what I'm saying. If Yella Beezy beats this trial, do you know how much money the state of Texas is going to have to pay him? Do you think that the state of Texas waited 4 years just for them to pay him money?
Mm.
No. And I don't think that Chica issued that warrant because they didn't have the evidence that they needed to bring about a capital murder charge, right? People need to understand that a bond hearing is within a certain scope.
No, see, that's the thing. I believe they have enough evidence to charge.
They have everything they need.
I'm not questioning none of that. What I'm questioning is, does his grandmother have too much influence in Dallas County Courthouse?
And my rebuttal to you is I don't think it matters. It doesn't matter. You know why? Because it spans past her. We already have two people that have been locked up since 2022 for this murder. We already have multiple witnesses behind this murder. They only use
Okay,
one
now that's what the
witness.
DA is probably telling Miss Noble, right? That's what the DA is telling Miss Noble. You think Miss Noble?
No, that's what the DA said during the hearing. The DA said during the hearing they were only using one witness. The defense said something, and he said, "Yeah, we have other witnesses. We're only using one."
The anonymous witness.
There you go.
And
So,
the crazy thing about it is they tell everybody else who the witness is, except for this one anonymous witness, which I think is
and
his
if
baby mother.
I go back to the affidavit, right? Because if you go back to the affidavit with Devin Brown specifically, there's two anonymous witnesses in that affidavit. Two. It's not one, it's two. If you read it properly, there's two anonymous anonymous witnesses in the affidavit. So you got to ask yourself, who is the start witness one, and who are the other witnesses that they're talking about? Because it's in the affidavit. You can't get away from that shit. So it goes back to the state attorney saying, we're only presenting one witness during this hearing, and we're not making an argument over all of our evidence today. It tells you everything. They have way more. And I'm going to bring it back here. People need to understand the scope of hearings, right? So when a state attorney and a detective goes to a judge to issue a warrant, that is considered a hearing. They have to present certain evidence, even if it's ex parte, right? You have to present the evidence. That's why in Conway's case, they filed the motion to release the evidence that was presented during the grand jury and the exhibits. A judge is not going to issue a capital murder warrant with evidence that doesn't support the request. And that's all I'm going to tell people. You need to understand that hearings are within a certain scope.
Oh yeah, we know that. Well, I know that. Some people don't know. I know that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know.
talking to the people. I ain't talking to you, Cap. I'm talking to the people watching this. Hearings are in a certain scope.
See,
So the
my
hearing that
people,
we go ahead.
my people was just confused with the grandmother. See, I think my people was just like, okay, we all good. We looking at him going to jail, but now we like, damn, a $2 million bond went down to